Shuefeng. September 12010. The time for the harvest of crops will mark the end of this system. Angels will carry out the harvesting. Jesus. I am the angel to harvest the ripe crop. I will gather in the ripe crops and put them in the granary of the greatest Creator, 1,000-year world, 10,000-year world, celestial island continent of the Elysium world. I will bring mankind to a new millennium, the era of life Echanuan. The so-called ripe crop refers to person with a perfect soul. The ripe crop that I will harvest has the following characteristics. Revere the greatest Creator, revere life, revere nature, and follow the way of the greatest Creator. Do not involve in marriage and family, do not involve in state, do not involve in political party, and do not involve in religion. Have no position, no property, no reputation, and no influence. Have no jealousy, complaint and comparison, have no selfishness, greed and contention, have no laziness, arrogance, and enmity, have no anxiety, worry and fear. Not self-opinionated, flexible and accommodating, act in response to the will, and follow the Tao. Be humble, kind, industrious, honest, faithful, unsophisticated, healthy and civilized. Be good at games, like collective activities and collective life, be outgoing and vivacious, and always remain happy and pleasant. Cling to celestial life rather than human life, to celestial relations rather than human relations, follow the Tao of celestial beings rather than the Tao of man, attach to the fairyland rather than the human world. Without the above 8 characteristics, the crop cannot be regarded as ripe crop, the unripe cannot be gathered in the granary, kingdom, of the greatest Creator, and cannot enter the heavenly kingdom. I will lead the ripe crop to the heavenly kingdom, 1,000-year world, 10,000-year world, celestial island continent of the Elysium world. The unripe crops will enter the life Echanuan era to continue their growth and development. As for the others, they are none of my business and have nothing to do with me. A contrast between the view of love in human world and the view of love in 1,000-year world. Xiefeng. April 28, 2007. Human world, I have affection for you, and you must also have affection for me. I love you and you must also love me. The 1,000-year world, I have affection for you, but you need not have affection for me. I love you but you need not love me. Human world, I have affection and love for you, you must be responsible for my affection and love. The 1,000-year world, I have affection and love for you, you need not be responsible for my affection and love. Human world, lovers will be united in marriage and family. The 1,000-year world, lovers need not be united in marriage and family. Human world, I love only you. The 1,000-year world, I love all people. Human world, I have affection only for you. The 1,000-year world, I have affection for all people. Human world, there are reasons and conditions for affection and love. The 1,000-year world, there are no reasons and conditions for affection and love. Human world, you can only love me. The 1,000-year world, you must love all people. Human world, affection and love is selfish. The 1,000-year world, affection and love is unselfish. Human world, the soul and attentive constant love is most respectable. The 1,000-year world, the soul and attentive constant love is most harmful to the collective and society. Human world, the couple who have affection and love for each other own each other. The 1,000-year world, the couple who have affection and love for each other do not own each other. Human world, the couple who have affection and love for each other keep company with each other all their life. The 1,000-year world, the couple who have affection and love for each other can part with each other any time. Human world, one may worry that his or her love may be usurped by other people. The 1,000-year world, one need not have any worry about love. Human world, I will protect my affection and love. The 1,000-year world, I will release my affection and love. Human world, one must pay the cost for affection and love. The thousand-year world, affection and love is natural and one need not pay any cost. Human world, my affection and love belong to you and your affection and love belong to me. The thousand-year world, there is no affection and love that belongs exclusively to anyone. Human world, without your affection and love, I will be overwhelmed with sorrow. The thousand-year world, everyone has affection and love, and no one will be overwhelmed with sorrow because of affection and love. Human world, there is jealousy and resentment involved in affection and love. The thousand-year world, one will only experience joy and pleasure in affection and love and will not feel jealousy and resentment. Human world, I feel unhappy to see your affection and love for others. The thousand-year world, I feel happy to see your affection and love for others. Human world, affection and love is restricted by morals and customs, otherwise it constitutes the abuse of affection and love. The thousand-year world, affection and love is itself moral, there is no problem of abuse of affection and love. Human world, affection and love is something to be pursued. The thousand-year world, affection and love is the precious gift endowed by the greatest Creator, and is the nature of origin. Human world, affection and love is the greatest obstacle to achieve the spiritual state of celestials and Buddha. The thousand-year world, lack of affection and love is the greatest obstacle to achieve the spiritual state of celestials and Buddha. Human world, secular affection and love is the principal factor to maintain the harmony and stability of society. The thousand-year world, secular affection and love is the principal factor that contributes to the plight and afflictions of man and human society. The intoxication of love. Shui Feng. June 29, 2010. Affection and love are the precious gifts bestowed to the humankind by the greatest Creator. Like salt in dishes, affection and love can make the food delicious and delectable. However, what will happen if we take mouthfuls of salt or mix a lot of salt in the dishes? It is just terrible. There is no real poison in the world. Everything can be poison if the proper amount is exceeded. Heroin, arsenic, opium, morphine, marijuana, Dolantin, coca, cocaine, ice, ketamine, and ecstasy are all useful things if taken an extremely small amount. Once the proper amount is exceeded, they are poisons. Oxygen is very good thing, right? But you may poisoned if you take high concentration, high flow and high pressure of oxygen for an exceeded amount of time. Appropriate amount of wine can help regulate the circulation of blood, but we will be poisoned by alcohol if we take too much wine. We drink water every day, but we may be poisoned if we drink more water than kidney can handle. A proper amount of venom is beneficial to our health, but excessive dosage of it will kill us. Money is a very good thing, but if we are blinded by lust for money, money may prove the most lethal poison. Appropriate amount of desire is also a good thing, but it may prove to be a deadly poison if we are consumed by boundless avarice. Affection and love is a very good thing, but once we are blinded by it, affection and love will be the poison of life. In the proper amount, everything will be useful, but once the proper amount is exceeded, anything can be a poison. What kinds of affection and love are poisons of love? The affection and love between wife and husband is the poison of life. The affection and love between lovers is poison of life. The steadfast affection and love is poison of life. The fully devoted affection and love is poison of life. The hysterical affection and love is the poison of life. The intoxicating affections and love is the poison of life. The affection and love that makes it difficult for you to sleep and have any appetite is the poison of life. The affection and love with a solemn pledge is the poison of life. The affection and love that require a life of commitment is the poison of life. The above poisons of affection and love are all a result of excessive dosage. If you are emaciated for affection and love, if you are lost in a trance, if you become listless because of love, or if you die for love, you are poisoned by love, which is no different from the poisoning of heroin. People, take care, be on guard against the love poisoning. The best way to prevent love poisoning is to learn from celestial beings in the thousand-year world. A century's dreadful earthquakes and Jesus' revelation. Shui Feng. January 19, 2010. Jesus the Christ's revelation said, "And there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes, in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." Historically, human beings had never experienced such frequent earthquakes in the history. Please look at the following cataclysmic earthquakes all over the world. On December 28, 1908, the earthquake in Messina, Italy took more than 80,000 lives. On December 16, 1920, about 200,000 people were killed in the earthquake in Haiyuan, China. On September 1, 1923, in Japan, it was estimated that about 143,000 deaths in the Great Kanto earthquake. On October 5, 1948, in Turkmenistan, the Ashgabat earthquake took 110,000 lives. On May 31, 1970, the earthquake in Ancash, Peru killed about 70,000 people and 800,000 became homeless. In 1976, the death toll in the Great Tangshan earthquake in China was about 250,000. On December 26, 2004, Indian Ocean earthquake triggered a series of devastating tsunamis and 227,898 people were killed according to official announcement. On October 8, 2005, about 79,000 were killed in the Pakistan Kashmir earthquake. On May 12, 2008, in China, the Sichuan earthquake killed 69,225 people and 17,923 were missing. On January 13, 2010, a strong earthquake struck Haiti, killing about 300,000 people. What do these frequent earthquakes mean? It means the beginning of circles of sorrows. Human beings are on the point of experiencing a period of unusual difficulties. Great tribulation is coming. Jesus told us, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved," but for the elects refers to the Chanyuan celestials on Book of Life noted by Dayform Buddha, sake those days shall be shortened. For as the lightning comes out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect, refers to the Chanyuan celestials on Book of Life noted by Dayform Buddha, from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. The Life of Chanyuan era will start then. We must be alert and keep watch, because we are at a turning point in human history. Believe it or not, it's up to you. Do not lay your hopes on a person. Xie Feng. July 9, 2012. Translated by Tongxin and edited by Kair. Human beings are absolutely unreliable. However trustworthy a person seems, they will eventually die, so how can he or she be reliable? Can parents be reliable? They cannot even master their own fates to be alive or dead the next day, so how can they be relied upon? Can husbands and wives be reliable? Not mentioning the changes of faith and love, even if their love remains strong and consistent, once there is any unexpected misfortune, where will the person that you want to rely on be? Can sons and daughters be reliable? There have been many concerned parents since very ancient times, but where is the child who is filial? Chinese proverb. Can lovers be reliable? Someone once said, "I will surely be responsible for her." This is total nonsense. You do not even know whether you will be alive or not on the next day, so how can you be responsible for her? Can you guarantee her happiness and blessings for her whole life? You cannot even guarantee your own happiness and blessings in your life, so how can you guarantee other people's happiness? Can brothers and sisters be reliable? Can friends, superiors, and subordinates be reliable? Even Chairman Mao is not reliable, not mentioning any other people. Am I, Xiefeng, reliable? No. We have today's homeland only because we are walking on the way of the greatest creator. This is a blessing from the greatest creator, the result of Tao's operation, not because Xiefeng has any special abilities or talents. Question: then who can be relied upon? Answer: only the greatest creator and walking the way of the greatest creator. As a person, works and behaves by following the will of, and the way of the greatest creator, that is the best policy. The new life mode of human being has come into being. Shui Feng. August 23, 2012. The ideal life mode once dreamed of by many saints, as what the ancient Greek philosopher Plato wrote in his dialogue The Republic, the one world Confucius was after, and the communist society Karl Marx pursued, has been practiced and realized now on earth. This new life mode is beyond what Plato, Confucius and Karl Marx and other saints had imagined and described. It was born in a completely new way, and this brand new life mode is just the idyllic the second home founded by Life Achanuan. The life mode of the second home is totally different from the traditional life mode we are familiar with. Many saints' dream has completely come true. People live in a worry-free environment where troubles, bitterness, anxiety, desperation and fear are reduced to the minimum, and so are conflict, fight and crimes. An all-around harmonious and sustainable coexistence between man and nature, man and society, man and man is realized. Our 3.5 years practice and experiences have fully proved that this new life mode is more than just successful, it will be developing continuously and healthily and have an extremely bright future. We have now total 180 residents living in our community, which includes 13 kids. The age of the oldest resident is 87 while the youngest is only 3. 180 people live in 3 branches separately. The biggest branch has 72 residents, and the smallest has 45 people. Most people are from rural areas of China. The education level of majority is middle school. More than half of the residents are female, middle-aged are the majority, and the average age in the community is around 40. The second home implements a paradise management mode. The gist of the mode is that no management is the best management. This mode stimulates and motivates the qualities of sincerity, kindness, beauty, love, faithfulness and honesty in human nature, and creating a proper external atmosphere to bring those qualities in full play. There is no management team or leaders, people do their work voluntarily. There isn't any office. No other meeting or gathering are held except Monday. Wednesday nights are the time for group study and Friday night is the time for everyone to gather to discuss and solve any issue that may arise in day-to-day lives. Everyone here is first and foremost an ordinary worker. There used to be a branch manager to organize the running of the branch, and now this role has been cancelled. Each branch only has a senior, whose role is neither manager or leader, but just a coordinator to arrange and coordinate branch's daily activities. There is no more traditional family in the second home. Husband and wife relationship pattern is broken automatically when the couples start living in the community, and they become independent of each other. The nurture and education of kids, the care of the senior residents will be the pure responsibility of the community, which means that children are no more responsible for the well-being of their parents and vice versa. All the jobs in the second home are professionalized and specialized, big or small, there will one person in charge. The chef only does cooking, the washer only does the laundry, the cleaner only does cleaning, the gardener only does gardening, and chicken raiser only cares chicken, vegetable growers only grow veggies, and the one who cultivate economic crop just focus on making sure the crop grow well, builders only do the building and maintenance work. The purchaser, driver, hairdresser, health carer and tailor will be doing other jobs when they finish the main task. Home school teacher is a part-time job, so teachers are involved in manual labor when they are free. The main income of the second home comes from the donation of Chanyuan Celestials. We grow a variety of vegetables ourselves, now the supply can meet the demand of 180 residents. Every day we can get all together about 300 chicken and duck eggs from 3 branches, which ensure that everybody could have at least 1 egg each day. The meals are mainly veggies, but we do have meat occasionally. This year we have started the business of growing monk fruits, and now we have total 10,000 monk fruit trees under management. If everything goes well, a yearly 1,000 RMB net profit can be expected. The officers from Public Security Department of Yunnan Province, China, where the community is located, once said after visiting our community, "What you have done is too ideal, and we doubt how you people can keep and develop this life mode. But I'm very sure that the economic development of the second home will not have any problem, and we can definitely become self-sufficient and eventually live in abundance. The reality will prove it after 3 years." In the 3 years' time since the second home was founded, our community never had any form of attrition and conflict with our neighbors. Actually, we keep a very friendly relationship with the neighbors. Internally, the community residents never had any quarrel, argument, abuse or fight, and everyone get well along with other people. Also, violations of the law and crimes are not seen here at all. Gambling, drug taking, prostitution and stealing have totally disappeared. The environment of 3 branches has become very idyllic. All branches are surrounded by green mountains and clean streams, luxuriant plants and trees are everywhere. We have a variety of fruit trees, especially pear, bayberry, peach and chestnut trees, which produce fruits more than our residents could consume. Over 70 different kinds of flowers are blossoming in all seasons. Our home is clean and tidy everywhere, especially the kitchen, dining room and public toilets. You can hardly see any stain. The crisscrossed brick or cement walkways in the orchards extend in all directions. In our 4th branch, brooks babbling can be heard everywhere, and the crystal mountain spring flows through the front of everyone's bedroom and the vegetable garden. Rooms of all branches are managed according to hotel standard. All rooms are equipped with a wooden bed, a desk, a chair and a wardrobe. Each of the bedrooms later built by ourselves has a spacious bathroom and a closet. All rooms have 2 windows which allow enough sunlight and fresh air to come in. We also built an entertainment hall which can hold 300 people and a 5-star level dining hall which can seat 150 people. Except that a few kids are still live together in one big room, other people all have a separate bedroom. The ideal of no one pockets anything found on the road, doors are not bolted at night, has been completely realized in the second home. There never be any stealing case in 3 years, nobody ever lost anything and people can keep their door open at daytime and leave the door unlocked at night. Breaking into other people's bedroom without permission at night is rarely heard. The meal standard in our community is above worldwide average. The main course is usually rice, steamed bread, steamed stuffed bun, twisted roll, noodle, Chinese dumpling and spring onion pancake. The vegetables include cabbage, Chinese cabbage, carrot, eggplant, cucumber, capsicum, tomato, potato, cauliflower, chives, celery, string beans and melons. The meal is usually served in buffet style. Everybody can take what they need, and the food supply is always enough to feed all. All residents own nothing but have everything. All properties belong to everyone, individual no more own any property or money. No one is treated specially. All people go to the dining room for food, the storeroom is open for everyone to take what they need for daily life. There is no distribution and supervision. Clothing can be purchased on demand. The basic policy is as long as the goods is not luxurious and wasteful, it will be definitely purchased to meet the need of requester. Currency is no more useful inside the community, and money transaction also disappeared between people. The second home basically does not have any celebration activity except the Mid-Autumn Festival and Chinese New Year. We don't celebrate birthday too, gifting between people is not allowed. The second home try to prevent any religious ceremony and political activity. We don't have church, temple, mosque, preaching hall, meditation room and office. We don't have any form of worshipping, for example, burning incense and bowing to an idol. Therefore, we don't hang up the image of any saint, master and Buddha. Everything comes from nature and should be returned to nature, so artificial stuff is unwanted in our home. Moreover, everyone is independent of others, and no one should impose his will upon other people. The cultural and recreational activities in our community is full of variety. In addition to the monthly big party, we play games and have entertainment anywhere when we feel like to. Game ideas are so many and varied that we always have new and exciting one to play. Singing, dancing and poetry recitation are the main theme of entertainment. All residents can participate in these activities so that their talents and skills can be displayed and developed. Our home is short of musical talents now, but we prepare to buy some instruments so that we can enjoy the beautiful music of flute, piano, Chinese pipa and trumpet all round our home in future. We don't have a reading room and only have small volume of books right now, so we plan to set up a library in each branch, and most books will be related to philosophy and natural science. The second home has a home school for 13 kids study purpose, and their level is now at 4th, 5th and 6th grade of primary school. We have classroom, study desk, blackboard and a big playground. The educational materials are the same as what people use in public schools, which meet the requirement of the Chinese Department of Education. The teachers are chosen from residents who are either used to be a professional teacher or have completed tertiary education. In addition to the basic subjects, we also added the subjects of how to behave as a competent and useful man and the relationship between human being and the greatest creator, God. Kids are also required to do some manual labor according to each one's ability, for example, cleaning bedroom and yard, pulling weeds. English language is also a major subject in primary school education. Each does his best according to his ability and asks for what he need is a key policy in our home. Anyone, even if he is 800 years old, as long as he is still fit, should assume a job according to his ability. Therefore, there is no such saying as retired in our home. Nobody is an idle and parasite, everyone has something to do. In fact, working has become the most basic and enjoyable daily activity for everyone. It almost turned to a form of game. People feel like they are punished if they are not allowed to work. In the second home, if someone has caused any hurt to others mentally, spiritually or physically, this person will be dismissed immediately from the community. The love between man and woman is absolutely free in the second home. Nobody should interfere a couple in love, but group sex is prohibited. Also, we implement the value, gents come second, ladies are always first and should be respected for no reason. So man can never be active trying to seduce a woman, and any form of sex harassment is strictly prohibited. Breaking into a woman's room without her permission is not permitted. Moreover, in our home, there is no marriage, one would be relocated to a different branch every 3 years, therefore, permanent relationship between man and woman is almost impossible. If a man and a woman fall into love and don't want to be set apart, they can choose to return to the secular world, get married and form a family like what people do in traditional society. Currently, the situation of the second home can be described as excellent, and it is developing towards the direction of more and more perfect, more and more ideal. We have set a successful example for all human beings. If everyone on this earth lives according to this new life mode, undoubtedly, this world will become a heaven, an Eden. The earth will no longer have wars, conflicts, crimes, famine and crisis, but enter into a new peaceful era. Man and society, man and natural will coexist very harmoniously. Every single person of human beings, no matter which